Hey everybody, welcome to News by Muse. We are back. Another great interview with Shawn Andrews, Dazed and Confused, who's also has a new album out, and a new song called Ride Like Thunder. Shawn, how's it been? How's it been so far this year?
I mean, I think creatively it's been a lot of fun getting, the first single out, Ride Like Thunder. The first music video has been shot for it and is on Vivo now. And it's just been just really great, sort of the aspect of sort of sharing the music with people now and getting it out there.
Yeah, and Ride Like Thunder has a great sound to it. And it's a very familiar sound from some of the like that 60s, 70s rock feel to it. And I love the music. What was the inspiration behind the song and the style that you wanted to bring out?
Oh, cool. Great question. Basically, a lot of these songs, and as crazy as it sounds, I dreamt of the lyrics. I would go to sleep, hear the song, get up, write out the song, go back to bed, and the song would complete itself. And this particular song, I knew from the lyrics, I felt like sort of like you said, the late 60s, early 70s vibe. I was very fortunate to work with a very talented producer and engineer, Matthew Rucker, who really helped me bring that to life. And super fortunate to work with legendary Howie Weinberg, who masters some of the greats like Nirvana, Pearl Jam. He worked with Jeff Buckley, White Stripes, like over 20 Grammys, and he's been like a real mentor to me, and has really just been super encouraging. So it's been really cool, starting to get this music out there.
Yeah. Yeah. And nowadays, like with the way the music industry is, how's it been to be a musician nowadays after the pandemic and trying to release your album now and trying to get it out there? What are the differences that you've been seeing?
I mean, I would say, there is the accessibility is really cool, right? I mean, with streaming, you can absolutely reach such a huge audience. I mean, back in the day, it was like, let's get in a van and, let's go town to town like
Hmm.
pirates. And that's so romantic and I love it. And almost wish it was still kind of like that. But
Hmm.
to think with like one song on several streaming services, you can reach the whole world.
Yeah.
It's a different world, and so I embrace it. It's funny, the next song that we'll be teasing soon is called Spiritual Technology,
Mhm.
and it sort of plays on technology, how it's affected us. Uh, has it affected us? Like how we connect, even though
Mhm.
we connect, but do we connect?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but so I mean, I don't know how you feel about it, but I think I lean into it. I think the like just the thought that you could reach so many people is just incredible. I mean, in just a short period of time, Ride Like Thunder's already got like over 200,000 streams. Video's been out like a couple of days or whatever, and it's doing incredibly well as well. And I don't think that would have happened, if it was old school. So I am super happy about it. And also just as a singer songwriter, I just think it's something that I really like a lot.
Yeah. And that's the one thing. If it's good music, besides technology up front, it's gonna find an audience. And your song is great. Like the
Thank
way
you.
I always review songs, the way I always listen is that if I could put it in my car while driving and it gets me from point A to point B and I just can't get it out of my head, that's the way I know it's a great song and this is a good song. I really like it.
Mike, thank you so much. Thank you.
No
And that's
problem.
exactly it.
Hmm.
I want everybody to get in their car. I wish it was a muscle car from the 70s,
Oh
but
yeah,
get in
don't
your
we all? Don't we all?
get in your car, turn that shit up
Yeah.
loud and enjoy it. I mean, and definitely Ride Like Thunder is, sort of like when you ask like what it's about. I mean, I definitely want people to find the narrative themselves, but when I hear it, it's definitely about finding that unheard of gear, that unspoken gear we all have, pushing past fear, and that's why like in the car, cranked up, it's just like the ultimate cool song. Yeah.
Yep, just like Spinal Tap. We don't go to
Yes.
10, we go to 11.
I love Spinal Tap. Oh my God.
Exactly.
We
And
can't
that's what
find the
the song
stage,
does.
man.
And that's what the song does. It turns it up to 11, and it's a great song to take in the car and to drive on a nice weekend. Um,
It's great.
right now, with everything going on with, like, we were talking about streaming, what's the idea? What's the plan? Is there going to be an actual physical album, or is it going to be something that you're releasing the songs little by little? How
I
was
mean,
the,
it's sort of like great question. Like right now, I think it's about breaking, it's a complete album.
Mhm.
So right now it's about breaking, the single Ride Like Thunder. I think that that's like the best way to sort of introduce people to my music instead of just like throwing a whole album out
Yeah.
at them, which is completed and ready to share.
Mhm.
I just think, going sort of the single route at first and getting people acquainted because the songs are so different. When we tease spiritual technology, you'll see that it really is. The influences are vast. It's
Mhm.
not. It's funny when people talk about like writing music or albums or just even as an actor. Everybody talks about things being very autobiographical, and this really wasn't the case in like the creative process of this. It really was. And I've worked with so many talented musicians, level musicians, playing music. But the way these songs came to me, I mean, they were just they were like gifted. They were like downloaded. I couldn't keep up with, like they just kept coming. And so, um, yeah, I'm excited. I think, I think definitely Ride Like Thunder gets the party started, and we're going to just continue to, I think, introduce people song by song.
Yeah, and I gotta ask the question: are you going to be doing a tour? Are you going to be?
That's the hope. I mean, I would love. I mean, what I really would love to do is open for somebody
Mhm.
that's killing it. Like on a grand scale, and have an opportunity to play on like a great venue like that.
Yeah,
You look at like there's just so many great musicians that are doing it on such a great scale. I would just be so grateful for that opportunity. I think it would be cool for me too to open up for somebody that's killing it. It would be just a great. It just feels to me like that would be the right next step.
yeah, because I think play hearing this music live is just gonna
Yeah.
even pump it up even more. Because I think
It-
I'm a fan of live music,
oh,
so
me too. It's
I
everything.
definitely, I definitely want to hear you perform live because the songs are so good. What I do want to touch upon, it's the 30th anniversary of Dazed and Confused.
Yeah.
What has been this? It's funny how when the movie came out, it was popular, but now 30 years later, it's bigger than it's ever been before. What do you attribute that to? And being a part of it, how does it feel to be a part of that type of a film?
I mean, first and foremost, just total gratitude to be a part of the movie, to be a part of something that's, you know, gives people, I think, a lot of comfort. I think that film, there's a nostalgic feel to it, and it was shot on film, first of all, and it's a film I think that gives people a familiarity to that time in their life, and it's been uh, like a almost like a stepping point to a lot of people. It connects a lot of people, and I'm super grateful to be a part of the movie. Grateful to the director Richard Linklater and the casting director Don Phillips and Ann Walker. It's just such a cool movie, and it's timeless. And there's right now, like with streaming and so much content, for a movie to continue to endure the way that Days does, it's a tribute to the filmmaker and the audience. The fan base has been great. It's just I'm very grateful for the love I get from the film, and just a lot of gratitude.
Awesome. And I know I love the film. My sister loves the film. We can't say it enough how much we appreciate we all these years and we're still big fans of that film. Shawn, how can people find you to find your music and be able to download it? Where could they find you?
Right now, you can find me on Spotify at official Shawn Andrews. You can also, I'm on TikTok right now too, which is funny to say. Again, at official Shawn Andrews, and Venmo. The music video is dropped there, and it's also on TikTok as well. So you can check out those three places, and it will be, we'll be getting it out obviously to all. But that we wanted to start, the build first and then sort of open it up wide. Yeah.
Very cool. Hey, Shawn, congratulations on this new single. It's awesome. And we're going to put this in the descriptions how you can find Shawn's music because you got to get it. This album is really, the single is really good and you got to pick it up. And when the album finally comes out, you got to pick that up as well. Shawn, thank you so much for stopping with us. Really appreciate it and hope we could welcome you back when we have Sound and Vision and we're able to bring you that live in person and play a couple songs for our audience.
I would love to do that. And thank you so much for your support.
No problem. And we'll catch you next time here on Muse by Muse.